Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. All right. Just about to get underway. Jackson Holiday getting ready to hit. There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. And it's a double to start the game.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now it's going to be Gunnar Henderson. Left field, way back there. That's got a chance. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. And the go-ahead run stops at third base.
He was all over that one. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was excellent.
Runners on the move. Line shot into the gap should score at least one. One runs in. The relay. The tag, and they cut him down, going for two. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they don't get an out on the play. Man at first with one gone. Now here's the Orioles DH, Jeremiah Jackson. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ripped, but it curls foul. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Now a fly ball to right center. Mangum on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Here's Adley Rutschman. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Here goes the runner. That one is absolutely belted. Out of here! He leaves the yard to right. Third home run of the season, and they add a pair. It's 4-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Digging in, Jordan Westburg. That's ripped into the outfield. Brings it in with a nice running grab. Back here at PNC Park, today's starting pitcher, Shane Baz. Singy, he was impressive his last time out.
So dominant in his last start. Double-digit strikeouts. It's going to be interesting today to see if he's able to have command of his secondary pitches the way he did last time out.
Now they get it to first, and it's in time for the out. So, hey, whatever works, I guess. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Line drive to short and caught. 2 down, base is empty. Brandon Lowe, the next Pirate to hit. Hard ground ball, base knock. Now a relay to second. Hung up in a rundown now. And they put the tag on him. That's the third out, inning over. It's the Orioles 4 and the Pirates nothing. Back here in Pittsburgh, new inning getting started. Colton Cowser digs in now. That hit him.
That hit him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. So a man at first. So next to hit for ball. Inside, backs him off again. Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate.
This one? Yeah, Freddie's a well-respected umpire, Boog. Maybe a little...
That got him. Back-to-back batters hit by a pitch now. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Jackson Holiday. No.
You hit him.
No, this is just unnecessary. Gunnar Henderson will hit next. Oh, he hit him. That brings home a run. Here's Pete Alonso. Oh, he hit him. And that brings home a run. So bases all loaded up. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles. Oh, he hit him. And that brings home a run. Bases loaded, nobody out. Jeremiah Jackson. Oh, he hit him. And that brings home a run. All loaded up. Adley Rutschman now at the plate. Oh, he hit him. And that brings home a run. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westberg. Oh, he hit him. And that brings home a run. And the Pirates manager. The new pitcher in the game, Thomas Harrington.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes.
Oh, now all three runners break early. He hits the dirt, and he's safe, safe, safe. I don't believe it. The Jets stole home. It's a squeeze. Down to third, and he gets back safely. Tags the runner for one. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Hit by a pitch his first time and then came around to score. Step off. Oh, he jumped early. The tag, and he's out at second. Tag, got him. What a throw. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Neil Cruz.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Liner snagged it first.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
On the ground, Alonso. He takes it on his own. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Up next for the Pirates, Jake Mangum. On the ground, right side. He takes himself to the bag, and that'll do it. On to the third inning. Stepping in, Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That one's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. So back to the top of the order, Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed.
Runner takes off. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Reynolds hustles to get it in, and that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. Pete Alonso getting ready to hit. Double steal. And a foul ball. Two on, 1 out. Well struck left field. Carrying well. That's not coming back. And the polar bear leaves the yard. His first homer of the year. Ward in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1. And that's a fair ball. And the hits just keep on coming. Jeremiah Jackson digs in now.
Jeremiah Jackson.
First offering. Runner goes. Line drive, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Up next for the Orioles, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. He's already homered in this game. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. deal one. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Brothers at the corners, one away. Here in the third and final game of the series. Double steal again. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying. One run is in. And it's off the wall. Oh, the throw is over his head. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. And the Pirates. Next to him, Jordan Westberg.
Number 49.
Runners breaking for the plate. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Runner in from third to extend their lead. The relay, but he's in there easily. So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Colton Cowser. He's trying for third. He gets there with the slide. To first. It's there, and that's a great play. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Joey Bart. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Pirates definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Ball.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Softly hit to
That
third,
ball's foul.
but it kicks foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. One away.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Here's the rookie third baseman, Nick York. Deal one.
Ball. Ball.
Fought off foul. Two now. Just
Ball
missed.
out.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Tapped on the ground softly to short. Henderson throws to first in time. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Jostinson Garcia.
2 down, bases empty. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jostinson Garcia. Just missed.
Ball.
Out towards left center. Cowser on the move to the gap. Brings it in. That is the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to inning number 4. The Orioles with the lead 16-0. Back here at PNC Park, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field. You know, these Orioles really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Everything is clicking, and when you're producing more than 2 runs an inning, it's pretty obvious your guys came to do some damage.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman.
And next for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday.
Wood!
Oh, 1 now. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Ramirez, a 6'3" righty, 205 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Got him. 1 down.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, man. You know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Henderson, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Rip, but it curls foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. You're a little late, opposite field knock.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of his stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. 1 left for the Orioles as it remains 16-0. And we're back with a series sweep very much in play, Siggy. Sizable lead, so keep those brooms handy.
A sweep can really send shockwaves through a clubhouse, Boone. One team surging forward, the other left searching for answers.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind it with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's the DH, Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 1 so far. This one in the air, center field. Cowser on his way over. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Pirates, second baseman,
Brandon Lau will hit next.
Hey! Outside, ball. That's in, ball.
Tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker, get that front foot down.
2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. 3-2 now. And down on strikes he goes. Inning over. Bucks go down quietly. Still 16-0.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Isaac Matson. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
The 1-0.
Ball.
You know, these Orioles, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That catches the top part of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Fights it off. He'll see another.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that's the first out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Jeremiah Jackson. Just missed.
Ball.
Bullpen action for the Pirates. Justin Lawrence up and throwing.
Hey!
He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball. And the strike is overturned after review. Still 2 challenges left for them. Here's a 2-0.
Ball.
That just
Take
missed.
your
He
base.
walked
Ball
him
4.
on 4 pitches.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Man at first, Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Jackson over at first with 1 away. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup 2 away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg.
Ball. That's down. Hike 1.
late on that fastball. The Orioles up big in this one, and we're at the top of the fifth.
Tough
Ball,
take right
that's
there.
high.
He swings at that more often than not.
Gets under it and pops it up. And that'll do it. The Orioles have the lead 16-0. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Ryan Reynolds here, 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Right through there for a strike. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one of the other hands.
2 outs, base is empty. Jake Mangum now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was, I mean, it was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food.
He's there. He's got it. And that is that. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. This is Orioles baseball on the show Mid-Atlantic. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Colton Cowser getting ready to hit.
Center fielder Colton Cowser.
In the air, right field. Reynolds under it. 1 away.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder Tyler O'Neill.
And next for the Orioles, Tyler O'Neill.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do. There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And a foul ball. The 0-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Isaac Matson won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. On the mound now for the Pirates, Justin Lawrence. He's into the game with the bases empty. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Close,
that's
but
the ball.
called a ball. And that is ball one. Outside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
2 down, nobody on.
Hee-haw!
Fastball for a strike. Holliday thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. Here's a 3-0. And fires in a fastball at 95. And that one is
that's
inside,
ball 4.
and it's
Take
ball
your base.
4.
Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the ballpark today? I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people. It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, "Make sure to say hi to Kenny." Lawrence checks over to first, and he's back. Henderson stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Action in the pen down there. Mason Montgomery, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Orioles, first baseman Pete Alonso.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Pete Alonso. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
No,
that's right.
ball.
First and second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Tap foul at the plate. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Now he's challenging the called strike. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they still got both their challenges. This one in the air right field. And that is that. The Orioles on top here, 16-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Joey Bart.
You know, these Pirates, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach.
The 1-1. Foul ball.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Pirates, Third baseman, Nick.
Up next for the Pirates, Nick York. Grounded out his first time up. That one catches the corner for a strike. The Buccos with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Oh, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that called third strike.
2 down, bases empty. Jostinson Garcia, the next Pirate to hit. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Here's a 1-1. In there at the knees.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Orioles baseball on the show, Mid-Atlantic.
Now pitching.
Welcome back.
For the
We're in the
Pirates.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Mason Montgomery. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Left fielder, Taylor Ward.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Now the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Orioles.
Next is the designated hitter, Jeremiah Jackson. Montgomery.
That's the ball.
Known as a guy with pretty lights out type stuff. Racks up the strikeouts, but the command at times can elude him. And the 1-0.
Ball, that's
and
low.
a manager in a situation like this type of pitcher has to stay alert and ready. He's got to make sure he's watching from pitch to pitch, hitter to hitter, to quickly get another reliever up in the bullpen if he needs to bring someone in.
And that lack of command, that's usually one of the things that leads guys to be converted from starter to reliever.
Yeah, and it's such a short stint when you compare the 2 roles, starting and relieving. You hope that guy can find strike one right away when he comes in.
Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Orioles, catcher Adley Rutschman.
1 out man at first. And here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. A switch hitter batting right.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Montgomery, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. 25 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Inside, almost got him. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Ward, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for base hit.
Now here is Jordan Westburg. High fly ball out towards left field. Garcia going back, leaping, and it's gone. A 3-run homer, his 2nd of the year, and they add on. It's 19-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Mason Montgomery is done. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break. Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Gregory Soto. One down. And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. The 0-1. In the air, left field, and that is a foul ball. The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there, and it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
That clips the corner.
Ball outside. No, that's
just
inside.
missing with some pitches that, you know, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Orioles close the gap on the homer. 7th inning stretch time. This is Orioles baseball on the show Mid-Atlantic. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the Pirates leadoff man, Spencer Horwitz.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
That missed. That's a ball.
And a swing and a miss there.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Hard hit right side. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next for the Pirates, designated hitter, Marcell.
Now, Marcell Ozuna.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
That one's in there. And the count is 0-2.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected. And the hitters, Just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Got him swinging. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Now it's the second baseman, Brandon Lau, 1 for 2.
That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Ball.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Now here is O'Neal Cruz.
Hee-haw!
Lau, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Nope, ball.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. You're watching Orioles baseball on the show, Mid-Atlantic. We go to the 8th. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jackson Holliday. One now. That one way inside. Next offering is fouled back. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Orioles, shortstop.
Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Check swing, but it went too far. Strike 1. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2.
That's down. That's the ball.
I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Way outside, straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Man at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So digging in, Pete Alonso. Right through there for a strike. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 21-0.
It's no surprise this guy's won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. He's flexing his power with another home run, Boog. Not surprising when you've got that kind of pop, but always impressive going deep twice in the same game.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Gregory Soto done for the day. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So they bring on their closer in the eighth, Dennis Santana. He's making his fourth appearance of the season. Jeremiah Jackson, the next to hit for the Orioles.
No, that missed.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're at the top of the 8th.
Hee-haw!
This one popped up, foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. Back here in Pittsburgh, bottom of the 8th, Ryan Reynolds digs in now. Short hop liner, handled it short. Low throw, and he can't hang on to it.
Up next.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
Man at first, nobody out. Jake Mangum, the next to hit. And there's one away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Joey Bart up here.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things and makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Dietrich ends, preparing to come on if needed. Eflin getting cranked up as well. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Got him swinging for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've sent him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
That one is absolutely belted. Ward ranging back. Caught just shy of the wall. Totally dominant on the mound as he's through 8 without surrendering a run. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. And that one fouled off.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Slapped foul. Going 2 now.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
And they'll do it again. Struck him out swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Popped up. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Orioles, center fielder Colton Cowser.
And now Colton Cowser.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break.
Now pitching for
Back
Baltimore.
now as they hand the
Number
ball to a fresh
71,
arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Dietrich Ends. This is his 3rd time out this year. Here's the left fielder, Joe Stinson Garcia.
Left fielder Joseph Garcia.
Hey! Ball.
Out towards right center field. O'Neill on the move to the alley. One up, one down.
Up next for the Pirates, first baseman Spencer.
Back to the top of the order. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz. 1 for 3.
Ball.
1 down, base is empty here in the ninth. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Snags it on the run. 2 away down.
Up next for the Pirates.
So they're down to their final out. And next is the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 3 in this one. Ball 1
Nope.
there.
Ball.
The Orioles up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9.
Ball.
The
Here,
2-0
what?
is in for a strike. Missed inside with the curve. The Pirates with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that's outside.
Nope, that's ball 4. Runner, take your
His
base.
ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
So up next, Brandon Lau.
Second baseman Brandon. Wow.
Ozuna leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Ground ball, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
Well, this one ends in a blowout, and the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.